Good morning, gamers! This is your gamer buddy CRIDZON, and I'll be teaching you where to get those logging materials for the professions. Let's freaking go! Alright, to start with the video, as usual, we'll get our equipment from the adventurer NPC and we'll be buying the wood axe. So the wood axe is worth 1,000 red chips, and let's go to the first one. So let's open our professions and let's go to logging. So the first one is actually the pine wood, the acorn, and leaves, which they are gathered from the pine tree. So let's find the pine tree. There are two locations. First location is in Flyff, and it's actually kind of a bit easy. So let's just walk there. And we are here. So you should see this tree. It looks like colored brown and it looks like a pine tree. Anyways, it's here on Lowolf area. And let's go to the next one. So the next location would be on Saint Morning, but this is what I'm going to do to walk there fast. I'm gonna choose the farm area Evilist Temple, so that once I'm here, I can actually just go outside and just walk here. So the location for the pine tree is actually just here near the Totemia. And here you go, the pine tree on Saint Morning. Alright, so let's move on to the next one, which is the Arctic wood and the tree seeds, which is actually from the Artic Tree, and Artic Tree is actually from Azrea. So Azrea is one of the farming areas, so I just go and teleport there, Azrea, and you just need to cross this bridge and go to left, and here you go. This is one of the locations, and if you go down there, you should still see a lot of Arctic trees. Once you reach level 20, you are now able to get the palm wood from the palm tree. So let's find the palm tree. So let's go first to the Bahara Desert. Make sure that you'll choose the Camp Bahara Desert. Once you're here, just go to this part and you should see it here. This is the palm tree. So as you can see it here, it has a coconut, this one. The second location of the palm tree is on Forgotten Island. So it's actually here. Just go to this area and you will see a lot of palm trees. As you've noticed, there's a lot of mobs here, so what I can suggest is bring another character with you to lure everything so that you won't get disturbed. Once you reach level 30, you are now able to get the birch wood from the birch tree. It's actually located in two locations. It's on Darken 1 and Garden of Rises. So let's go to Darken 1 first. So it's actually located here. What I can suggest, if you could bring a flying mount, that would be better. So you go fly here, and just after this mountain, you'll see it. Let's go. Here we are. This is actually the birch tree. Alright, the next location is on Garden of Rises. Just teleport to the Garden of Rises. It's here. You can see it directly here. So another location of the birch tree on the Garden of Rises is actually on the Rough Willem. So we're going to fly there. Here we go. This is where you can find him. Let's say we've reached level 40. We're now able to farm the ivy, which can be looted from the vine. So the vine is actually located in one location. On this part, I would suggest you teleport to the Darken Town and use a fast ground mount for this one. Make sure that you're on top speed 250, so you'll be walking kind of a bit here. And you will see this big gate, which you would need to go inside. So once we're here, if you see multiple paths, just go here. Go follow the path on the most right, and you would see the vine. Usually you will see the giant horp here. It actually extends up to this area. And here you go. So on level 40, what you can get is the ivy, the vine piece, and the roots. You can also get it from this one, from the vine. Let's move on to level 50. Level 50, you'll get an Aspin wood and a tree fruit. You can start getting them from the blue Aspin tree, which is actually located in Shadow War and Garden of Rises. So Shadow War, I would suggest you teleport instead to the Valley of the Horizon. If you're going to look here, you're going directly to Shadow War, which is the nearest place to get the blue Aspin tree, and you should see the blue Aspin tree right away. The second location is actually on Garden of Rises, and whenever you teleport right away there, you should actually see it here. There we go. And aside from that place, you can actually get it here as well on this part of Garden of Rises. Here you go. This is the other part where you can get the blue Aspin tree. Now let's say we've actually reached level 60. You can get the bloom flower, and you can get it from the bloom vine, which is actually located on Darkon 3. Let's go there. So it's actually located on the Artic Tree area. So let's just go there. Once you see the Artic Tree, here are the bloom vines. These are the bloom vines. Now let's say we've actually reached level 70. We can now get the tree essence, the branch, and the dead wood from the dead tree. So there are 2 locations to get them, which is in Darkon 3 and Valley of Rising. So we're on Darkon 3, and once you're here on the camp, instead of going right, you go to the left, which is on the Luya area. So the Luya is the chicken monsters. Alright, this is the place. It's near the Captain Luya and the Kern, and it's on this part of the map. Now let's move on to level 80. I'm going to get the living wood, and that's from the living tree. And the living tree is actually located on Kylun. So instead of going to Kylun, I would suggest you go to the Ankos Asylum. And once you're here, just go to this part. Let's walk here a bit, and you should see actually the living tree any moment. And this is the living tree. Alright, once you've reached level 90, you can get the copper wood. It's from the copper tree. There are 2 locations for the copper tree, and the first one is actually on Trusia. It's a farming area, so let's go to the farm in Trusia. On this location, I would need you to bring a flying mount, as you would need to fly to hop onto another island. So onto the right island here. If you could check the minimap, it's on the right, and you would see the Gumble Mauler, which is the Ninja Turtle monster. As you could actually see here, this is the copper tree. Another location for the copper tree is actually on Dark Trusia. So Dark Trusia is actually a ticket where you need to buy using soul fragments. It's kind of a bit expensive, to be honest. So once you buy the Dark Trusia ticket, you can actually teleport there, and this is the location. Again, you need to bring a flying mount, and make sure you fly to the right side on the minimap, this island. You should see a pink rabbit here, which will be landmark, and this is the second location of the copper tree. Let's move on to the last part, which is the level 99, and you can get a crystal wood from the crystal tree. Alright, so one of the locations of the crystal tree is in Crystal Cove, so you can select any of the difficulty here. So I'm gonna choose extreme. Alright, so this is actually where you can find it. It's along the path, so you just walk around. Another one is in here. Another one is in here. So it's all over the Crystal Cove, so you would need to locate them here. So you just need to follow the path. Another one here. Now let's move on to the other location. The other location for the crystal tree is on Shades Rift. So the Shades Rift is actually a ticket. You need to buy it from players or getting a quest from Buff Bang. So now once we're on Shades Rift, you can actually see here the crystal tree. So again, you can bring one of your tanks to lure everything here so that you won't get disturbed. And this is the first location on Shades Rift. Let's go to the second location. So the second location is, you just need to follow this path. If you're familiar with the boss of Shades Reef, it's actually near that area. And we're actually here. So you can see there are the trees. I hope this helps on your logging profession. Don't forget to subscribe. See you on the next video. Peace!